Hello and welcome to the first edition of the custom card review. Um, so yeah, uh, where should I start? I mean, okay, so Ultra Coffee's in the or Ultra Kirby's in the chat, and he submitted his like not just a card, just like a full archetype, and I took a look at it before, and yeah, it's really interesting to look over. Um, yep. So I think it's natural to start. Well, okay, so what he submitted me was the striker professional archetype, and from what I've seen, it's based on Omega Strikers. It's like a 3v3 like hero sports game. Yeah, I figured it out because I remember seeing it was like an animation by Studio Trigger, and like they had all these characters here, and yeah, a lot of these shots are from that like anime short. I think it was like a trailer. Yeah, it's his own thing. Yeah, it's like a game. Uh, like I never played it myself, but I know it's free on Steam. So yeah. Okay, it's submitted. Uh. Well, I'll look at it later. But yeah, free to play. Yeah. So I think it's natural to start out with the talk about the main searcher, like the card that gets everything set in motion. Striker Professional Juliet. Like basically, like yeah, you special like if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then add one Striker Professional monster from your deck to your hand. And if this card is summoned in any way while you control another Striker Professional monster, you can add one Core Strike spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can only activate each effect of Juliet once per turn. Which is yeah, this is a really good card. Like it searches you like any of these guys, like even in the rituals, and these the non yeah, just any spell or trap. It could be the field spell, any of these field spells, or like any of these. Um and then we have Dubu here, which could be yeah, unaffected by your opponent's spell or trap effects. Almost like a like it's like a half towers kind of thing. If you control a If you control Juliet, you can special summon this card from your hand. Did I forget the add itself restriction? Yeah, you did. You can search for another Juliet. Are you kidding me? What do you mean add starts break it? Are you freaking kidding me? No way. I I ran the 3-minute ad before the stream starts. I don't know why there's an ad break coming up in 2 minutes. Like, are you kidding me? God damn you. God, Twitch is ruining my vibe here. Um I mean, I gotta keep talking about it. I'm gonna keep talking about Dubu here while the ad break comes in. So anybody who's not subs, I apologize. Um, yeah, I'm making some stuff. Got kidnapped today, so I couldn't. I don't know why you had to make a big excuse off it. Just like, don't worry about it. If you don't have a card today, that's fine. There's always if if this comes out pretty well. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah. Anyway, Dubu. If you control Juliet, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one Striker Professional monster control until the end of your opponent's turn. The targeted monster cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, even if this leads the field. So yeah, I guess it's like extra protection. For you can I think you can even target itself. Like you can have Dubu be like a towers for like a turn. Like almost like yeah, it could still be targeted and affected by your opponent's monster effects, which involves like bouncing or banishing or any of that stuff. Um, yeah, this is okay, but I think the first effect is more important, like being able to special summon itself because you can go into these other monsters, so you can special summon into like one of the link monsters or synchro. You can always synchro with one of the tuners here. Uh, onto Juno here. If this card is normal summon, you can add one Striker Professional from your deck to your hand. This is another 3-of, by the way. Like another important searcher. You can send one Striker Professional card from your deck to your graveyard and special summon one Blobble token. Aqua Water, level 1, attack 1,000, defense 1,000. To your side of the field, you can only use this effect, each effect of Juno once per turn. I mean, this normal summon effect is, like, by itself is, like, really good. And also the token as well, of course. It's like, if you're gonna bring Juno to the field, you might as well activate the effect. Because you can send any of the monsters to the grave, and I think one of them benefits from being the grave. No, it doesn't. But it is good graveyard fodder. Just put any of these guys in, and then just summon the token, so you can go, like I said before, with the link plays. And okay, so yeah, Juno is a 3-of. Yeah, Juno and Juliet are 3-ofs. I don't know about Dubu. Like Dubu, I would say he's like a he's like a 2-off of at best, which is fine because not every. Okay, another 3-of here, Luna. If this card is no more special summon, draw one card. Yeah, you can make level 9 synchro with her. Yeah, with any of these with these level 4s. And yeah, Luna. Yeah, if it is a Striker Professional monster or Core Strike spell trap card, either add it to your hand or special summon it. Otherwise, send it to the grave. So say if you have like, I don't know, other staples like Imperm or whatever, if you draw it, you gotta send it to the grave no matter what. You can't just keep it in the hand. But if you do get a Striker Professional or Core Strike, then you can add it or special summon the monster. Yeah, this is a really good, like, this first effect here is really good. And it kind of encourages you to play pure, pure Striker Professional. If you control a Core Strike field spell, one of these three, you contribute this card and special summon one Striker Professional from your hand or deck, but destroyed during the end phase. Yeah, another really good effect here. You can save. Well, I'm gonna get to this field spell later. Like, this field spell is really good for comboing. But yeah, this is a really good 3-of as well. Octavia, the first tuner of the deck. Second tuner, level 4. Okay, I keep forgetting. Oh, these are all level 4. All like these three are level 4s, so you could go to the level 4 XCs. But I'll get to them later. So you could target one. Add something to the custom card channel. Oh, you did? I'll look into these later. Um. Anyway. Um. Yeah, you can target one. Oh, I like to say this archetype is incomplete at the moment. Really? There's still more? I don't know. This feels complete, like almost. Like it feel like if you like if it is incomplete, then yeah, you're almost there. Um, you can target one spell, trap in the field, destroy it. You control a Core Strike field spell. You can discard one card and increase or decrease this card's level by 1 or 2, then draw one card. You can activate one effect of Octavia per turn and only once per turn. I mean, this is a solid like 2 of, I guess. It's good spell trap removal. Oh, more characters. Yeah, more fields. Okay, got it. I mean, this archetype has been pretty strong. Like, it's been like I play tested it before, and it's pretty interesting. I like the theming of it. I'll get to the theming later with these field spells. So draw one card. Well, yeah, and being able to increase and decrease the level by 1 or 2, it not just like has a lot of potential for other like these two synchros here, but also more like generic synchros as well. You can go with this. You can increase this by 2. Synchro it off with like Julia, for example, and go into like a level 10. Like if Baron was still legal in the game, I would definitely put Baron in the deck list. In the an optimized version of the deck. Not saying I've done that, but if I were to run this deck, I would definitely run Baron if it wasn't banned. Okay, I'm gonna get to the rituals later. We'll look at Feeny. Yeah, specifically, I got 2 pendulums and probably 1 ritual I'm gonna make. Oh my god, is this like it's like a D like this feels like a DDD deck because it has like everything. It has synchros, it has XCs, pendulums, like every summoning condition, every summoning thing you can think of. It's in here. Like it's giving me like real like DDD vibes. Like you can go any route you want. Feeny, you can target one Striker Professional monster you control, return it to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. This card is used as a material for the summon of a Striker Professional monster. You can add 1 Core Strike spell or trap from your deck to your hand. You can use each effect of Striker Professional Feeny once per turn. So yeah, this is kind of like this kind of reminds me of UA. Right? The sports ball. Am I dumb? Yeah, UAs. It reminds me of this, where like you can like return a monster from the field and special summon it, or also no what I put. Yeah, Vanquish Soul. Like it's like you can tag this card out. You can tag a card out to special summon this one. Oh, I forgot to say except field spell. No, you didn't. You said not. You said add 1 non-core strike spell trap. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, pretty well balanced so far. Yeah, you can. So yeah, it like I feel like with this card, it's like best to go into well, since this is not a tuner or level 4, like the best way you can go is with Striker Professional Amy. So yeah, I would say this is another 2 of, and it's pretty good. Like these are all like useful cards so far that can go into the combo. I'm really impressed so far. All right. Striker Professional Zentaro. If you control a Link 2 monster or a Striker Professional monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an opponent activates a card or artifact, you can send this card From your field to the graveyard, one card type that you control of the same type, monster, spell, or trap, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. You can only use one effect of Centauro per turn and only once per that turn. So yeah, you can either do the special So with this guy, like if you want to keep this guy in the field, it's a good negate. Like say you have like a full board and you special summon this guy during your turn, and then during your opponent's turn, say they activate, I don't know, like a spell. You can remove one of your. I mean, if you really don't need any of these field spells, you can send it to the grave and negate it, or maybe game time. You can also get rid of game time as well, like in case you really need it. Or monster negate, you can send one of these monsters to the grave. I mean, the trap wouldn't really. I mean, unless it's like Labyrinth. Well, I don't see how you could send a trap to the grave. Like, unless it's like face down, you can send it to the grave. I guess that could work. Striker Professional Era. Or also, I think this guy's either one or two of. Like I say, the searchers are all three ofs, and okay, the group I made it with. We made a joke that made him sprite compatible. Yeah, that is true. you can. Yeah, If say if you have, there's like sprite Sprint or sprite elf, you can just special summon this guy. He's a sprite sport. Yeah, and I didn't really think about it until now. Because when I was thinking about about the deck, I was thinking about the TCG rather than the OCG or Master Duel, because Sprite Elf is still legal there. And these are really good stats for a level 2, like 1600 attack for a level 2. That's pretty good. Say if there's like the like say if you use like Sprite Gamma Burst, that's like 3000 attack for this guy. Like none of the other sprites are like that. They only go up to like 1400, and that's it. With Sprite Pixies. Okay, there's a Sprite Professional Era. If you control 2 Striker Professional monsters, you special summon this card from your hand. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls half its attack. And if you control a Core Strike field spell, and exactly 3 Striker Professional monsters and no other monsters, you can apply this effect. Monsters you control can attack directly this turn. You can activate each effect once per turn. Okay, so yeah, you special summon this. I mean, you can't really have the opponent's. Wait, does this count? This is kind of like an inherent summon. Doesn't count as like activating an effect. You could just special summon this and then activate the effect. I think that's it, right? You can do both of these, or you can only special summon this and do nothing else. So yeah, this is a pretty good card. Like, I mean, odds are you're gonna have two Striker Professional monsters on the field, and you can just special summon this for free. It's yeah, you'll get the gimmick. Yeah, I'll get to the field spells. It's a really interesting gimmick. I kind of get what this theme is, but I'll get to it when I get to the field spells. Yeah, when you sent this deck to me, Drekgar wasn't here. I had to go here and go into all custom cards, and I took a look at what the like all the Striker Professionals, and you forgot to add this guy in. But it's not an issue. I added him here, so I'm gonna read him. Drekgar. Once per turn, you can target one spell or trap your control. your opponent controls, destroy it. If you control a field spell, a core strike field spell, you can banish this card, and if you do, add one professional striker professional monster with a different name from the ones in your field or in your graveyard from your deck to your hand. During your next standby phase, after you activate this effect, you can special summon this card back to your banish zone. Kind of like a EP. Oh, I forgot the. I'll get to it later. So yeah, this is a really good card as well. I would say there's like a 2 or 3 of for this deck. I mean, as long as you have the any of these field spells, it's a good searcher, and you can just keep going with your plays. Okay, so now there's these ritual cards. But before I talk about the ritual cards, I'm going to talk about Core Strike Challenger approaches. You can activate one of the following effects. Fusion summon one Fusion Striker Professional from your extra deck, like one of these 2 guys. Or you can ritual summon one Striker Professional monster by attributing any of these monsters here, or just the rituals. And it's not hard. It's not hard once per turn, so you can keep doing it. Which is so you can have both a fusion and a fusion and a ritual. Like, say if you have like 2 of these, you can, and you have like enough striker professionals, you can just use this twice and get 2 cards of the same kind, or anything like that. So yeah, really powerful card. Definitely a 3 of. So Striker Professional X. I'm gonna talk about the ritual cards now, and yeah, Striker Professional X. You can ritual summon this card using Core Strike Challenger approaching, unaffected by the effects of spell traps except for Core Strike spell trap cards. Can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. Loses 300 attack for each of your monsters control. Oh, okay, it loses 300 attack for each monster your opponent controls. Once per turn, if you control a field spell, destroy a monster your opponent controls. Okay, so say there's like 5 monsters on the field, so that means you you lose like 1,500. But when you do attack, you just keep getting attack, alright? And yeah, it's a solid one. I mean, it's a solid one to have in the deck, I guess. Pretty good. I mean, it is unaffected by spell traps, so yeah, that's really helpful. Also, there's a Rune here, a level 6 monster. You can ritual summon this card using Core Strike of challenging approaches. If this card is special summon, you can banish one monster your opponent controls. If you control a Core Strike field spell, you can banish this card, and then banish one. Yeah, so this reminds me of SP Low Knight, which is also, a really good addition to the deck. So yeah, it has that SP kind of effect where like you can banish your opponent, banish a spell trap your opponent controls, and then it just bring them back. Oh no, you shuffle it. Yeah, you shuffle it back to the deck, which is a really interesting. It's a really interesting twist on SP Low Knight. And I think this one. I mean, it's not really good going first. Like, I don't know. It's kind of eh. But then again, you could do it. Actually, no. Fine, because if you can, yeah, because it's a quick effect. So you know what? This is actually good. If say they activate like a continuous spell or field spell, all this was made while Heroes meta. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, if there's like Tearlament Scream or the field spell, you can use this guy to banish the field spell. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, it makes sense. All right, so now I think it's time to talk about the field spells. I'll talk about the extra deck. Actually, no, I'll talk about the extra deck monsters now. Um, all right, Striker, Professional Vice. I'm gonna start with the fusions, and then the synchros, and then these links. All right, so Vice. Yeah, we have cooked so hard. I'll get to your cards later. Whether I like them or not, it's gonna be you should be very scared to check the custom card channel. I already looked, and I'm terrified. Okay, so yeah, must be fusion summoned. When this card is fusion summoned, destroy all other monsters on the field. It's kind of like a Black Rose Dragon. And if you control Demon Dice, this field spell here, you pretty much the effect changes into destroy all cards your opponent controls, which is really that's like really good. Yeah, once while this card is face up on the field, if you control a Core Strike field spell, you destroy all spell traps your opponent controls. Okay, so as long, yeah, I know show cards. I know. I'll get to them. I'll get to them. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything. Just gotta take a look and go, hey, what a funny joke. Um, well, I would say run this, but as long as you're running Demon Dice, but I'll talk about this later. But in my opinion, I think this is like the least. This is like the least useful of the 3 field spells. Like, if you're gonna like put this in the deck, you gotta make a variant, like a variation of the Striker Professionals. Like you gotta build around it. Like, you can't just like put these 2 in and expect like crazy things. Unless you just unless it's like an emergency situation and you just gotta like pop everything. Kind of like how would you use Black Rose Dragon? Okay, Striker Professional Kai. Um, yeah, 2 Striker Professional monsters. I keep forgetting to like say, okay, this guy's a Fire Ritual monster. He has like he's like a level 10 fusion, spellcaster, fire, 2500 attack, 3000 defense. Um, he must first be fusion summoned. If this card can attack your opponent's monsters while they're in defense position. Oh, while this card is in defense position. Okay, so it's like a Vice is it's just a nuke pretty much. This guy's more like a super heavy samurai, and if it does, it uses as attack for damage calculation. Oh, okay. So if you attack a 2600 attack monster while this guy's in defense position, this guy's just dead. But only if it attacks it. Hence the pretty high stats for both. It's like a reverse blue eye stats. Once per turn, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half of its monster's attack. Yeah, this is a pretty solid fusion to have on the field. And if you have Oni Village, then that's a quick effect. Like, I think out of the 3 okay, I'm gonna spoil this now. Out of all these 3 field spells, Oni Village is easily the best. And I'll get to it later. The Striker Professional Rasmus. Yeah, he's a level 9 synchro. He's a dark psychic. For the synchro summon of this card, you can treat 1 Striker Professional monster you control as a tuner. Once per turn, you can target one target. Now read. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. It cannot attack, and also negates effects. You can discard one card to use this effect as a quick effect. This is a really strong card. This is a really strong level 9. Like, you don't even need to, like, you could just use this as a generic synchro. You don't really need the tuners. You can just bring them out. Kind of like a Harpy Slash Lady. Like, just being able to, like, use this as a quick effect, just, like, this is a really strong card. Like, holy crap. Like, I think, like, any card that runs, any deck that runs, like, level 9 synchros should run this as well, if this was real. Okay, so, Striker Professional Estelle. It's a level 8 Spellcaster Water, 2500 on both attack and defense. For the synchro summon of this card, you can treat one Striker Professional monster you control as a tuner. Once per turn. So yeah, it's the same thing with the Harpy Slash Lady. Once per turn you can. Oh, and also Reptilian Melusine kind of has it for Reptilians. Like, you can have like 2 Reptilian Cultals synchro into Melusine. Once per turn you can move this card to another main monster zone, and if you control a Core Strike field spell, you can destroy all cards your opponent controls in the same column as that card. So it kind of works like yeah, Vanquish Soul. Vanquish Soul does this as well with like the columns. So yeah, this is another good this is a good generic synchro if it's a good option at least. It's not as like crazy as Rasmus, but it still is really good as well in her own right. Okay, we're getting to Exceeds now. Striker Professional Atlas. It's a well, it's a rank 4 more like Jet Albaz. Who, Atlas or Estelle? Because I didn't really recognize it back yet. Alright, cannot be used as Xyz material, so you can't go into Zeus. No Zeus for this guy. Once per turn, if a monster you control leaves the field, you can attach one card on either player's graveyard as material. So it's kind of like Zeus. Okay. Yeah, Zeus has something similar to this. People tend to forget about it because, well, it's Zeus. And Zeus is known for just destroying everything. Oh, Estelle. What do you mean by Jet Albaz? Oh, yeah. Sprint. Yeah, Sprint the Iron Dash Dragon. Yeah, she kind of works like that as well. So Atlas, he can attach one card from either player's graveyard as material. You can detach one material from this card. Special summon one level 4 monster from your hand or graveyard. Yeah, you can activate this. This is a following effect once per duel. Oh wait, no, the one below it. I think this is like a. Yeah, this is a soft once per turn, and this is a hard once per duel. You can detach all materials from this card, minimum of 2. Special summon as many striker professional monsters from with different names from your graveyard, up to the number detached. Oh, so it's kind of like Soul Charge. Yeah, that's definitely a once per duel, like, archetype specific. Yeah, this is like a really, really strong card. I mean, it can be ran generically, but not for the. Well, the first effect is really strong, like being able to special summon a level 4 monster from your hand or graveyard. Yeah, this is a solid, like a really strong level 4, a rank 4. I mean, um, Asher, uh, 2 level 5 monsters. Uh, yeah, Earth Warrior, level 5, 2300 attack, 3300 defense, which is really bulky for a rank 5, by the way. For the Exceed summon of the card, you can treat striker professional monsters you control as level 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't. Wait, you could. Oh, you could just like Exceed with any of these guys. Um, Cannot be destroyed by battle. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Striker professional monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect until you end this turn. Yeah, this is a really strong one as well. Really good. Well, this one's more archetype specific. It's not. It's not like Atlas that could be just used by used for like anything. Like, which is something I do see with these 3 cards right here. Right here. How many more are left? Well, we got the 3 field spells and we got these 5 here. I'm gonna speed it up. It's been like an hour already. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about with this archetype. Like, it's pretty interesting. Um, okay, so Amy, Ultra Kirby. Have you seen our cards? Well, no, I think he saw it. He saw it. Um, I'll get to yours later. Yeah, when this card is link summoned, you can add to your card or send to the graveyard 1 striker professional monster. If your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control a core strike field spell, you can shuffle 1 striker professional from your graveyard, negate the activation. If you do, shuffle it to the deck, and you can use this once per turn. Each effect. Yeah, this is a really strong link too. Like, it's not a generic one. It's just a really good card to just put out there. Like, especially if you have the field spell, one of the field spells. Um, okay, last extra deck monsters. Striker sponsors Sony. Um, what do you think about my yeah, I Withers, I can read your name. I know. The original of the okay, if this archetype is was like Generator's combo cousin. You can see it with some of these. I mean, I don't really play Generators, so like let me take a quick look at Generators. I'm not gonna read all of them, of course, but yeah, I remember these guys. Like I have like PTSD from these guys from Bashadul because of King of All Calamities. Yeah, because of this asshole right here. Like whenever I see them, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna bring out VFD. But I haven't really seen them much since then. And I know that they rely on this boss stage card, that just allows them to like summon like all their generators and all their tokens and all that stuff. I slightly remember them. So I know what you mean. Like they really rely on their field spell to like do their effects. And anyways, Striker sponsors Sony. When this card is link summoned, you can add 1 core strike field spell to your deck to your hand. Yep. This is a really part of the combo piece because it allows you to get the field spell that you need. You can normal summon 1 striker professional monster to the zone that it points to, in addition to your normal summon or set. You can only link summon Sony once per turn. Yep, pretty good. Pretty good link 1 just to start off the combo. I mean, well, just continue to come up after you summon one of these 3. And it will give you one of these 3 field spells. And let's start off with Aten City. 4 strike field, Aten City. Strike professional monsters you control, gain 500 attack or defense. This card gains the following effects based on how many monsters you have on the field. If it's less than 3, once per turn during each player's standby phase, you can target one strike a professional monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated until the end phase of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. If it's 3 monsters, exactly 3, this card is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, if a striker professional monster will be destroyed, it is not destroyed. Okay, so that's good for the protection. More than 3 monsters you control lose 500 attack and defense and cannot direct. So the idea with this archetype here is that you bring out you guys, you search the field spell, you activate it, and you make sure by the end of the turn you have exactly 3 striker professional monsters on the field to get the best of the card effect. And I think the reason why is because, it's a 3v3 game. So it's fair that, if you have less than 3 striker professionals, you get it. You have an effect. And if you have more than 3, that's kind of like a disqualification. That's not fair. So I see where this deck is coming from, and it's interesting. I mean, I would say this, like, the more than 3, like, yeah, it punishes you, but I don't think it's like enough to be like that concerning. But yeah, you rather keep the 3 at like 3 striker professionals by the end of the turn. And Oni Village, in my opinion, is the best of the 3. The same thing. The card gains the following effects based on a number of striker professionals to control. All right, less than 3, you can pay 800 life points to special summon a striker professional from your graveyard. If it's exactly 3, then the effects of all striker professional monsters you control become quick effects, and more than 3 monsters you control cannot attack. This reminds me of Orcust. This reminds me of Orchestrated Babel, where like when you have it, when you activate this, it turns all of your Orcust cards into like effects into like quick effects. Oh, I didn't add one of the field spells. You mean the image for Demon Dice? Because it's like a black screen, which is okay because you can update it. You can update this thing through Dueling Book. Yeah, I think this is the best out of the 3 because they have like all these a lot of these striker professionals. They have like really good quick effects. Like this one, like you can't really use this, the negate effect, if you don't have Oni Village. If you have Aten City instead, you can't really use it. It's just sitting there. And there's Demon Dice, which goes with Vice. Oh, there's a 4th one. Oh, you just never added it. General. Okay. Yeah, all the monsters except for striker professional monsters lose 500 defense or attack. Yep, and again, these effects based on the amount of monsters you have in the field. Less than 3. Once per turn, you can destroy one card you control, or in your hand, special summon one striker professional monster from your graveyard. Which, in my opinion, I think the 800 life point loss is better. Like it's I think that's like a better like cost, like more just a more like it's more like a plus than Wild Delay on Twitch. I don't know how to handle that. Less than 3, once per turn. No, if it's exactly 3 monsters your opponent controls lose 500 attack and defense. To me, that's not a really good like to me there's not a really good you know goal to have. Like like the real the real way to actually play the field spell, like I said earlier, is like using Vice. Like the 500 attack and defense thing is not really that strong. It's like something out of like Rush Duels. More than 3 once per turn during the end phase, destroy 1 monster you control. This is not optional or destroy this card. So yeah, out of all these 3, Oni's the best. Atten's okay because of the protection, and Demon Dice is like kind of like the worst one. It's really weak. Like if you're gonna use this field spell, have it work around with Vice. Otherwise, it's not that good. It's a good going. It's like a good going second. Like say you could put this like in your side deck. You could side deck these 2, and if you have to go second, you can just put them back in. All right. Okay. For the finally, we get to the non-field spell core strike cards, and first there's face off. I'm gonna take his face off. Toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, special summon 1 core token to your opponent's side of the field. Defense position. If it's called wrong, special summon it to your field instead. The following effect cannot be tributed or used as material. Control of this card switches during the controller standby phase. Unaffected by spell and trap effects. Gains the defense equal to the combined defense of all defense position monsters on the field. Cannot be switched to attack position. This token is destroyed by battle. This controller takes damage equal to your attack. And yeah, I don't know how to feel about this one. I guess this is like the... Is this like the ball? Pretty much? Like it's like, oh, the ball's your court. Now you can't even use it for anything. It's just sitting there. You can't even... I mean, it could be destroyed by battle, but that's about it. Hello, Mudith. Welcome. I'm going over custom cards today, and I'm starting off really strong with this full archetype. Yeah, like honestly, I'm not really too big into this card. Like, kind of weird. Yeah, it's the ball, and so it's just standing there. It's just on their side of the field, and they can't really do anything about it. It's just like, oh, I mean, it's good against like Sky Strikers. It's good against like specific matchups, like Sky Striker, Kashtira. You know what? I'm gonna act normal for the rest of the stream. Well, that's great. I think the stream would be better that way. Anyway, I saw your post. You crossed out Yoshi and Star Fox on your bingo card. Why? I didn't see Star Fox in Mario Party Jam. I I don't know what you mean. I didn't cross out Star Fox. I crossed out Yoshi. Oh, well, Yoshi's in Mario Party. See, Star Fox up here. Star Fox is up here. And Yoshi's in the game. And, well, Metroid Prime 4 is down here, and I got the bingo. I didn't move anything. What do you mean? Whoa. I don't know what you mean. How could I possibly be wrong?
Something new is among us.
You can't do that. I'll lose follower. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I'm like, oh, I got the bingo. What do you mean? Anyway, 4 strike game time. You can activate this card when you control exactly 3 face-off strike professional monsters. So if you don't have this, is the If you don't have exactly 3 strike professional monsters, it's a brick. While this card is face up on the field, your opponent cannot control other effects. Other cards you control with, oh my god, that's insane. With card effects. Also, your opponent cannot activate any cards or effects in response to the activation of strike professional cards. Yeah, this one's this card is really busted. Once per turn, during either player's standby phase, you can return 1 Core Strike field spell from the field. Yeah, 4 more cards until you regret opening the stream. You'll have. Well, yeah, I'll get to your cursed cards later, but once per turn, you can return 1 Core Strike card. God, I cannot read today. Activate 1 Core Strike field spell with a different name directly from your deck. Oh my god, this is so many effects. If you have more than 3 professional monsters, send as many cards from your side of the field as possible until you control 3. Yeah, like these cards are great. Like this, even though this one's really busted, I think this one's like, I think this one goes a little bit too far. Like it's like so much protection. Like the only weakness here is like it's a brick if you don't have 3 strike professional cards. Core Strike Knockout. So yeah, this is like I would say this is like a run 2 kind of thing. Like you don't want this in your hand right away, but at the same time, it's really good to keep around, like on your field. So this is, I would say, is definitely like a run 2. Or Core Strike Knockout. If your Striker Professional monster destroys an opponent's card by a battle or a card effect, apply the following effects depending on the type of card destroyed. Gain life points equal to the. If it's a monster, gain life points equal to the attack or defense, whatever is higher. Spell card, add 1 spell, Core Strike spell or trap from your graveyard to the hand, except for Core Strike Goal. Not here. What the hell is Core Strike Goal? Yep, yeah, you still have 1 more cards to go. I see now because I never this card is not even here. Trap. Special summon 1 Striker Professional monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can activate this. Oh, this is Goal. You changed the name of the card. It was supposed to be Goal, but okay, the old. Okay, I get it. So replace Goal with Knockout. Okay, got it. Yeah, it's not a big deal. You can always edit your cards. I can go to my custom card. I have like 2 of these. I can just go here and just be like. Actually, no, I have to go back to the menu for it. I have to go back to the menu, go to my custom card list, and then just change the text. But yeah, this is okay. Like, I mean, if you search this, say if you destroy a card's any of these cards, you can do these things. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat card. I've never seen a card like that before. Okay, so last legal card here. Core Strike Energy Burst. If your opponent activates an effect that targets a Striker Professional monster, card you control, negate the effect, and if you do, the target monster is immune to your opponent's card effects of the same type as the negated card. Yeah, this is a pretty good Omni negate for if say you don't have. I mean, I've seen some bozos that like target cards that cannot even be affected by card effects, like Sigma, Mathmix Sigma, and I guess if he can do that, you could just negate the effect. Because not every situation you're gonna have so much protection like Dubu and Atten City and all that stuff. So yeah, this is a good card to run, especially if you get like negated during your first turn. Say Julia gets Ash Blossomed, and you gotta set energy burst. You can. Well, it's not really the best card of the deck, but it's pretty good for what it does. Okay, and we get to target practice, and I could see why there's like a ban symbol here, and yeah, the last card is so toxic. Like, if you thought like Ojama Trio, like, let me pull up Ojama Trio. Um, like it reminds me of Ojama Trio, where like you have all these stupid cards here. Um, I mean, like pre-link, this is like really bad. Like this is like really annoying for the opponent. Yeah, this one's broken. Like when this card is activated, special summon as many practice core tokens in defense position on your opponent's side of the field as possible. And if you do, your striker professional monsters can declare attacks on all these monsters. While any core strike field spell is in the field spell zone, core tokens cannot be destroyed by battle. Then it cannot be used as link material. At the end of the battle phase, if a core token battled, destroy that token, and if you do, inflict 500 points of damage. Yeah, this card is busted. Like, say if you have like Julia in your hand, like save this like turn 1, you special summon this, and then you add another Julia to your hand. You normal summon Juliet, activate to get target practice. Activate a field spell with Sony. Set this end your turn, and then you activate this like during their draw phase, and it's like, oh god, all these stupid annoying tokens that I can't get rid of. I'm just stuck with these. Like it's really toxic. But then again, you can't tribute. Like the only way you can deal with it is by tributing, and a lot of decks don't run like level like 6 or higher monsters. Like, as much as I hate Sky Strikers, like, I would feel bad for them because they couldn't do anything. Because, you know, all their stuff would revolve around, oh, if there's no monster on the main monster zone, like, they can't play the game. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, that's the archetype. I read every single card here, and it took me like an hour to do it. So, what did I do exactly with this deck exactly? Like, what is the twist here? What did I do to set myself apart from every other custom card reviewer? Well, I made a full deck around it. I saw what I could do with these cards, and I made a full like main deck around it and see like what could I do with this deck. And I forgot to add SP Low Knight here because I think she's also a fine addition here. I could also put IP in here as well. I mean, I would put Vice in the yeah. Don't mind him. Yeah, I could put SP and IP, and yeah, you got yourself a very well made Striker Professional deck. If this was a real deck, you should make one for rental cards. Um, what's rental? What's rental cards? Excuse me. I don't know what you mean by rental cards. I have like 3 of each searcher here. Like, I think these are all like the core cards. Juliet, Juno, and Luna. Stuff in the card submissions channel. Oh, okay. No, I've seen your cards, and no, they are not. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's like more. I'll look at all of them. Very soon. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, the 2 cards here, 2 game times. I can playtest this if you want. I can go like, yeah. I'll look at all of them. I just gotta like save all the images. And I'll do everything I'll do everything with the during the ad break. I'll I'm gonna take all these images, save them, and yeah, I'll just take a look at all of them. We'll probably have some laughs here and there. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully they're funny. I didn't look at them too hard, but sure. And then I'll look at the other archetype I was given. So yeah, Ultra Kirby, you did a great job with this deck. Like it's pretty fun and interesting. And yeah, there's some cards in here that are like a little bit too busted. I can run this in the solo mode. I can test it out while I'm talking. Yeah, you just like there's a lot of ways to like mess around with this deck. Yeah, if I had time, I'll make a full deck. I mean, you don't even know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh, so that worries me. I mean, it's not too strong. Like, it is a strong deck, like no doubt about it. But yeah, this is a really good. I can't even can't even think right now. I guess I had Juliet. I can yeah, you bring out Sunny, you activate the effect to search for a field spell, preferably Oni Village. You activate it, declare to lose 800. Bring out Juno. You can normal summon again because of Sony's effect. Activate Julia's effect to bring out another spell here. I would say go with Challenger Approaching. Oh, I forgot to mention the other, like the non. Yeah, it will be a deck. Yeah, that does worry me. Special summon Dubu. I guess put in defense. And at this point, it's like all professional monsters are in. Yeah, link off these two. Bring out Amy. Activate her effect to search for another card. I can add. I'm gonna add the Era to hand. I can exceed these two actually into Asher, and then special summon Era. Actually, I'm gonna activate this. Put these two in the grave. No, not go to the grave. Bring out I. Set imperm. Activate game time. And that's a really good board. Like, this is really good. I'm pretty impressed with the stuff I can do with this deck, and props to you, Ultra Kirby. This is a well balanced deck. You got your negate here. All these are special or all quick effects because of Oni Village, and I have extra room for staples like Imperm, Ash Blossom, and all that stuff. I forgot to mention some other things like don't mind that. Yeah, since Julia is a fire warrior, you can just Rhoda together. You can get Rhoda and Durandal. to to um to just get her. Like on top of just using Sony and all that stuff. So yeah, this is a really fun deck. You and the rest of you guys did a great job. Anyway, I'm gonna do an ad break here. I think it's a good time to do it. I'll get the other cards ready and yeah, sit tight, relax, and I'll be right back. And I got the cards ready. All right, so first, like I'm going in order of like what I've seen on Discord, and first we have from from Coffee. It's Harrison Ford. His name is Roge. Um, he's a level 12. Yeah, level 12 effect monster, dark old type. He has like no effect. Throw a brick at the opponent. Roger Waters. I thought it was Harrison Ford. uh, okay, so yeah, throw a brick at your opponent. Okay, I'm just gonna throw Blue Eyes cards at him, I guess. His attack is brick, and the defense is K. 2024, me smiley face. Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna play this card because well, it's a brick in the hand. Like I can't make a deck out of this. But that's okay because it's a Joe card and yep. Okay, moving on. We have from Withers, me. I am absolutely broken. I'm a level 4 dark creature monster with 999 attack and negative 15 defense. The lowest amount of defense in all of Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, watch out if I get Book of Moon, I'm dead. So shoot an enemy up to 42 times with an anti-tank rifle. That's not a real effect. I don't think guns are legal in a YCS, but yep. Yeah, if I there is counterplay against this card. It's just called doing anything that revolves around anything. Mirror Force can destroy me. Book of Moon could just enemy controller could just like can't do anything now. So yeah, he is a dark monster, and I guess he could be played in like decks. I mean, he's broken. He's a really strong card. If I'm a really strong card, if I don't have anything, counterplay a mild gust of wind. That is true. Anything can take me out, but that's fine. I could also be a combo piece. I could be like special summon a dark monster somehow. It is possible. Okay, here's the evolution of me. The cooler Mikro. I'm a dark, cooler creature. Same description. I have one more attack point. Can't even see the second O. The second 0. The last 0 you can't even see. Negative 14 defense. The second lowest amount of defense in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Same thing as regular Mikro. It's just cooler. It's just like I don't know why you keep pulling out the. I don't know why you keep using the schedule thing when. Hold out. Meanwhile, I'm just here. Even though I lost the original image. I have it in my Twitter. Oh wait, he shoots one additional shell. Yep. I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, I shoot 45 times, not 44. Okay, so next one. Um okay, who sent this to me? Is it Withers again or Yep, from Withers again. Boy Kisser, it's a trap card. Um when attacked, if the attacker is male, toss a coin. If heads, charm the enemy to your hand. I guess it means return the card to the hand. If tails, heal the attacker by 50% of the max health pool. The card is killed upon activation. Okay, so I can rewrite this. Steal the card to your hand. Oh, you add the. Oh, it's like Amazon's swordswoman. No, not a swordswoman. Spearmaster, chainmaster. It has a similar effect where yeah, when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can pay 1,500 life points, look at your opponent's hand, and then add one monster from their hand to your hand. So yeah, yeah. Okay, I can rephrase this. So if enemy monster attacks, um, if the attacker is male, um, I I guess say Dark Magician. I don't know. Let's just say Dark Magician attacks. He's a guy. You can't really be specific. Like, hmm, what would be? I mean, warriors are have a male and female. I don't know. I don't know what an exclusive male type would be because there's like female spellcasters and yeah, maiden in love moment. Yeah, basically maiden in love. Okay, what would maiden in love do? Oh wait, it's not. Oh, it's an anime deck. It's an anime card. That's why. Anime. Okay, a custom cards. I don't know. Maiden in love is not even here. So, oh, the actual player. Konami can't enforce that. I don't know. I don't know if the monster attacks. Toss a coin. If heads, add the enemy's card to your hand. If tails, increase your life points by 50% of the attacker's max health pool. Defense? Oh, of all, make it all monsters. Um. Okay, so well, yeah, it's a battle trap. So battle traps aren't that. Nobody really plays battle traps these days. Like you wouldn't never see Mirror Force or Magic Cylinder being in a competitive setting. So I guess if you were to run this, I guess run it in a battle trap thing with like Magic Cylinder and Mirror Force is really annoying deck. It's battle trap deck. It's not gonna be good, but it's something. Anyway, next card. We got ourselves the goat, the goat of melee, Mango. Shout outs to him winning tipped off last weekend. I saw that live. That was pretty awesome. Um, being able to beat all the top players in the world at this time and just coming out on top. That massive props. Okay, so Mango is a laugh attribute monster. I don't know type. Uh, uh, Mango, Mang attack. Old man at defense. Um, your opponent's cards become mangoes. Scrumptious. I don't know how the rules could apply here. I don't think there's a way for me to rewrite the effect. I why is defense why is this defense an African country? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so moving on, we have Withers, the spell card. Oh yeah, I forgot. Coffee sent me the mango card, and Withers sent me himself. Um, he's a spell card. Um, give every card on the field a lobotomy. Basically, just run a drill through all the cards. Damaging every card in play by 50% of the max health. This is not Pokemon. Like monsters are either on the field or just destroyed. There's no HP. Like, it's not a Pokemon card. If Deep Woken is mentioned by anyone or in a 10-meter radius, this card will activate automatically from the deck. Oh, I guess it's like if you say "goddamn" and a YCS, you'll get disqualified immediately. So I guess that counts as an effect. I kind of got what Yu-Gi-Oh was halfway through the card making process. Yeah, yeah. I'm aware that Yu-Gi-Oh is probably like the hardest game to get into. Yep. Yeah, you guys don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, and it really shows. But it is a for fun segment. Um, I'm not. I'm okay with reading cards and not. I like seeing things like, okay, so give every card on the field a lobotomy. So destroy all cards on the field, damaging every card in play by 50% of their max health. So I guess what this means is damage the amount of life points to both players by 50% of the monster's attacks. I mean, spells can't be really counted here. So it's like a glorified dark hole. Like, it's a better dark hole. And if Deep Woken isn't mentioned by anybody, activate this card anywhere from like the deck or whatever. Well, I'm pretty sure nobody's ever gonna say those words during a duel. So I think this second effect is not gonna be activated. So this is like a better dark hole with damage to both players. So say if you're running like a self-TK deck, you could set all your cards and then pop all of them, just make yourself lose. Alright, fishing season. Okay, this one is from Toastmaster. Okay, so this is another joke card. This is another like level 13 card. It has the number 3 on it. I don't know what that means as an attribute. It's an effect card. It's reminds me of Nibiru. Give me Nibiru revised the picture. I don't get it what's going on, but flip a coin if heads. Card that is not amphibious or aquatic dies. So frogs. So that means frogs. Okay, so that means aquas. Okay, aquatic means aqua monster and frog monsters, except Frog the Jam. Because everybody loves Frog the Jam. So anybody that is a frog or toad. So you know what? Frog the Jam is actually unaffected by this. Because Slime Toad is amphibious. Yeah, his real name is Slime Toad. But I still call him Frog the Jam. But regardless, Slime Toad will be unaffected by this Nibiru. Okay, if Tails, the defender needs to hold their breath for a minute, or else their life points will be reduced to 0. You know what? This could work. You just find a way to summon it first. But no, the coin effect is actually not good. And also, who's the defender? I guess the opponent needs to hold their breath for a minute. So it's a lose-lose situation for um for the monster for anybody for any of the monsters. Okay, so next up is him. Okay, let's see. From Withers again. It's let me pull it up. Okay, so fishing season, it's no different from like an Arcana Force monster. Like, it's more powerful than the Arcana Force monsters actually, because the Tails effect is actually beneficial. Okay, Gojo the Freaky. I haven't watched JJK. I know you guys keep saying I should watch the anime, but I have no time, like during my day, to do anything. So yeah, on activation, an oiled up man named Jerome will hit your opponent in real life with an old fashioned television. Okay, I don't think this would be applicable to a duel. Like, I don't know how this could translate to an actual card, unlike some of the other cards I mentioned. Because where are you gonna find an oiled up man named Jerome? Also, I've been Cooler Mikro for long enough, so I think I should change back now. Yeah, he appears out of thin air. Yeah, I don't like. It's not a very realistic card. I'm sorry. It's I don't know. I don't know how this card could be like applicable like at all. You clearly not been in the Ultra Kill Discord. Yeah, I know. I'm not planning to join it anytime soon either. I'm sorry. Anyway, Withers sent another one. It's another JJK reference that I don't recognize. Called Secret Treasure. With this treasure I summon. Okay, when this card is flipped, if the attacking card has more life point. Oh, so you gotta attack first. So you attack with your monster, and if the attacking cards if the attacking monster's attack is higher than the life points of your opponent, flip a coin again. If tails, destroy the card. If heads, summon Mahoroga. I mean, no. Health makes more sense. No, health makes more sense here because the life points of the opponent. It's if the attacking card's damage is higher than your remaining life points. My no, I think the description of the card makes more sense than what you're trying to say. So if it's tails, then the attacking monster will get destroyed. If it's heads, then you special summon Mahoroga from your deck. It doesn't specifically say where where this Mahoroga guy comes from. It could be your deck, hand, Spanish Zone, graveyard. It could be from anywhere, I guess. And I don't think you made a Mahoroga card, so I don't know. This is kind of like a use. Oh no! There's Mahoroga, Ritual Man. This looks like a bootleg. It looks like one of those bootleg cards from uh like reading these cards give me like bootleg card vibes. Like like this guy. Um Where is it? Wait, no. No, what's a good one? Like, yeah, this guy. Yeah, like hungry to hamburger. Can't even spell the name right. And fire vomiting can't move the thing. Fire vomiting dragon. Like, it's giving me vibes of this. Like reading these cards. Alright, I'm just gonna put this in the background because until I need to, go back to Dueling Book. Anyway, the Divine General Mahoroga. So, if you activate this trap, if you activate the Secret Treasure, you bring out this guy who's a level 13, 3,000 attack, 200 defense, dark, 8-handed sword, divergent, Scylla Divine General Maharaga type. He has his own type. I'm just gonna say Divine Beast. Like, if you could just I would say he's the Divine Beast. I'm gonna make things simple for myself. Be like, okay, he's a Divine Beast. He's a Dark Divine Beast. It's his title in the anime. Okay, so he's the Divine General, a secret. So he's a normal monster, pretty much. But he's blue like a ritual monster. So he's like an Egyptian god in a way. So technically, the type should be Shinigami. Well, that Shinigami is not a real type. So I'm just going with what I think, my interpretation of what this card could be if it was real. So this is it's like no different from Slifer or Raw or Slifer, but you can normal summon this guy with 2 cards. He's he's a glorified Blue Eyes White Dragon. It could be Fiend as well. Yeah, Fiend. Divine. Well, it is Divine, so Divine Beast. So yeah, it's like a glorified Blue Eyes White Dragon without any of its support. So it's kind of like a brick. It cannot be normal summon. Well, if it cannot be normal summon, then Slifer the Sky Dragon. This card's normal summon cannot be negated. Well, yeah, if you want to specify what cannot be normal summon or set, this is how you write it. With the top of here, cannot be normal summon or set. You want to specify something, I would just put it in the card. No, don't worry. These guys just made it for fun. Like, these goobers here that have been sending me all these custom cards. Alright, so we got... Alright, next up is... Let me see. I'm almost there, I think. Okay, I don't know what DPC is. Is this coding? Okay, well, it's a normal monster. It's level 4, 16 attack. No defense. 0 defense. SS ranked opener main. Flip a... Well, it's not effect, so... Oh, it's Tetris. It doesn't look like Tetris to me. It looks like coding. It looks like something... Oh, it's like a Wikipedia page. Okay, flip a coin. If heads... Deal 16 damage and spawns the single double perfect clear card. If tails, deal 19 damage. And then spawns the single double perfect clear card. If the coin lands on the edge, the card self-destructs, gets instant kill by any damage. My brain hurts just reading that card, so I'm just gonna... To me, this is no different from reading the card text of Suship Shari. Finally, I got to visit that harbor specializing in Gunkan ships that I've been curious about for a while. It's pretty much this. It's pretty much a glorified, like a worse, much worse, Suship Shari. Okay, and now we get to another one, another Tetris card by Sweeter. Um, the single double perfect clear. Um, it's the same thing. 4 stars. It's a divine card. It's a divine attribute. SS rank opener main. Has a 97.8% chance of dealing a 27 attack. If the chance misses the deal, this is deals the base 12 attack and self destructs. If the chance that hits, self destructs and spawns a DPC card, gets insta kill without any damage. Again, this is another normal monster because yellow. Yellow card means I don't have to overthink about their effects. So moving on, I don't know anything. Well, I play a lot of Tetris, but I don't know any these terminology stuff. Okay, finally we're back to Ultra Kirby. Ultra Kirby has a separate card here. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Assault Mode. Based on the Ice Barrier monsters, it's so it's based on this guy. No, Trishula, actually. So the image is based on Trishula, Zero Dragon of the Ice Barrier. But I think it's based on Trishula, the OG Ice Barrier guy. So I'm gonna pretend it's that. And it's an assault mode monster, so that means it supports the assault. Like it is supported by the assault mode thing. Not just monsters, but also spells and traps. So this is supported with you you activate assault mode activate and you bring this guy out, basically, if you have Trishula on the field. Yeah, the art is Trishula, but deep fried. It is based on it is based on OG Trish. I didn't have to read the card to know. Okay. Yeah, it's based on Trishula. Okay, cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summoned by the effect of Assault Mode activate. If this card is in hand, you can reveal it. Then shuffle it back to the deck. Ooh. No other Assault Mode could do that. So yeah. Say I don't know, say if you have Red Dragon Archfiend in Assault Mode, you can't do this. Like if you're stuck with this guy, he's a brick. Like you're just screwed. But here, this is actually a lot better because if you do have this card and you don't have, say, Assault Teleport that you can, return this back to the deck and draw 2, you don't need Assault Teleport to use this guy. Okay, so you can reveal it, shuffle it back to the deck. Banish 1 card your opponent controls, then draw 1 card. Okay, I wasn't expecting that extra step, but okay. While this card is on your field, quick effect, you can banish up to 3 cards from your opponent's field to the grave. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1. You can summon 1 Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, from your graveyard. This is treated as a synchro summon. You can use each effect of Trishula, the Ice Barrier, once per turn. Yeah. I noticed, that's a really good effect. I wish other assault mode monsters could do this. Where, they could just reveal itself, return to the deck, and then draw a card. I would... I think assault mode would be a lot better if you could do that. The banish 1 card from your opponent controls, I think that's, overkill. But it fits the theme of Trishula. So... So I guess while this card is on the field, you can banish up to 3 cards from your opponent's field and or graveyard. That's actually a really good effect. And if this card is short by battle or card effect, special summon Trisha. Yeah, this is really good. I think Ice Bears can make really good use out of this. I want to see if you put this in the I could make good. I could make a. I mean, I don't really know much about ice berries in general, but I mean, I'm not gonna do it now because okay, nobody made Trisha assault mode. Okay, so I think that's all the cards in Discord. I just want to play original Yu-Gi-Oh series rules. Welcome, Morphe. I I was just theorizing. I'm like, I don't play custom card format myself. I just play the TCG, but from time to time, I like to look at custom cards and theorize how would they play in the TCG. Like, if these were real cards, how would they, interact with like the other cards in the game? Wasn't there another person that sent? Or yeah, I'm always get to it. All right. So somebody sent me. Um, you remember? Well, from Yu-Gi-Oh GX, there's this character named Alice. It's in one of the season one Yu-Gi-Oh GX character. No, season two. She had like these doll parts, and like her boss monster was like the doll Chimera. And a lot of people have been like, I noticed like while browsing through here that a lot of people made like the anime cards based on like that one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh GX. And I'm gonna go over all of them. Well, specifically the ones that uh they sent me. So one of them is Alice in Despairland. Um, well, they told me they're like the whole point of the archetype is to I don't know, just give it more support. Like just give I don't know how I don't know to which extent would the support would be there, but um I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like it like to fit like if it's to fit like modern day like TCG, I don't think I looked at this and I'm like, no, I don't think it works. Like Alice in Despairland. As long as you control other monsters, this card cannot be targeted or destroyed by battle. When a doll part monster is shuffled back to your deck, inflict 200 damage to your opponent. Once per turn, you can shuffle one doll part from your graveyard to the deck. Like I don't want to like be rude to this person. Like this fan of mine, like they did a good job. Like they tried with trying to make the dolls work. I guess I don't know. This card is not that good. Like only inflicting 200 damage. It's like I guess it's fitting for like the anime. Like I guess they try to like make it like into like an anime deck. I'm not sure. Um. Okay, Alice the Wandering Doll is part of the arc. It's already in the anime, so these two I'm not gonna read, but these are key parts of the doll archetype. So for context, I'm gonna read them a little bit for context. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. There's a lot of protection there. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. When this card battles, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then switch to control the card at the end of the demo step. And Ishila, the lovely Bisque doll, This card gains 300 attack for each doll part monster in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can special summon one doll part from your graveyard. And these are all the doll parts here. It's yep. They're all normal level 1 dark spellcaster monsters. Cursed Dollhouse. Okay, so this is a field spell. Once per turn during your phase, if you control Alice the Wandering Doll, you can special summon one dark doll part monster from your deck, and if you take control of Alice the Wandering Doll, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each doll part Alice Wandering Doll on your field. I don't know, these burn effects are so weak. Like they're inflict 500 damage, inflict 200. I don't know. It's like if you're gonna play burn, you're just better off just playing burn. Just be full degenerate and just play burn. This card on your hand, I looked at all these cards already. I think this is like broken. I think this is like the most broken card on here. Like these are like all like mediocre to like just I don't know. They don't really fit in like the modern TCG. But this card right here is really good. Once per turn, you can special summon one doll part monster from your deck or graveyard. During the end phase, gain 100 life points for each doll part in the grave. The second effect is kind of blows. It's just like, 100 life points, whatever. But being able to soft once per turn, special summon a doll part monster, I'll get to that later. Like, that effect is crazy. Okay, this one's like the second best one. Special summon one Ishila, the Lovely Beast doll, or Alice, the Wandering Doll, from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and can activate it once per turn. Door to Mirrorland is actually a really good card as well. Really good support. And it's a lot more fair than Doll Factory of Mass Production. And Release Cursed and Dollhammer, these two are from the anime, so I don't count them as anime, and I don't count them as the custom cards. They're just like these were in the anime. Always, actually, all the traps are all like all these are all like from the anime, and other than Dollhammer, they're not really that good. Oh yeah, by the way, this Dollhammer here is one of the counters to the MikroSentinel custom card. Yep, it can change the position of a monster your opponent controls. I'm dead. Bye bye. Okay, Doll Chimera. So all these fusion monsters are all custom cards. So 2 doll parts. Yeah, it gains 400 attack for each doll part in the grave. So that's like, so for each, it's like 1800. It's not that strong. Unless it's like, oh wait, no. If you add these up, like if you put all these cards in your grave and say activate like instant fusion or whatever, just do anything to bring Doll Chimera out, then that's quite the beat stack actually. Okay, so yeah, 1200 times 4. That's like 4800. If you have all the doll parts in your grave, then yeah, that's really strong. And if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can send 2 doll part monsters. Oh yeah, you just pretty much just make it stronger. And it's not once per turn. So if you, I just think of this now. Like I didn't think about this before, but if you summon Doll Chimera and just find ways to keep popping your Doll Chimera, use this like catapult if you use Catapult Turtle and just like keep trimming it off, like looping it, if you can bring out Doll Chimera, holy shit. I just realized this is like FTK. That is actually really good. This is like magical scientist level of like broken. And like by the time you bring out like you send all of your cards to the grave, your opponent just lost the game. It's like an FTK. That is actually crazy. Like I that thought didn't occur to me until like now. Yeah, Doll Chimera is actually broken. Like holy crap. Oh wait, no, it says. Okay, never mind. It says tribute. So you know what? I take everything back. Um, it doesn't. No, no, no. Yeah, it says tribute. So my bad. So you just need to find a way to, all right, destroy a monster. Destroy. All right, destroy a card. I don't think there's a. Is there any other card in the game that allows it to destroy monsters like all the time? No, I don't think so. So you know what? It doesn't work. That combo I just thought of, no, it doesn't work. But I did find an exploit. I did find an exploit with this deck, and I'll get to it later. So Ikua, the musical doll, 2 doll parts. All right, once per turn, you can shuffle 2 doll part. Dark Hole Infinite. Hmm. Yeah, if there's a way that Dark Hole Infinite, like loop the Dark Hole, then that can work. Or maybe find ways to. No, Black Rose is once per turn. No, no, I can only do it when it's synchro. So no, Black Rose doesn't work. I don't know if there's a way to infinitely pop your Doll Chimera, then you win the game. Actually, no, no. It only works with like no, the whole combo doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, anyway, Isilla. Yeah, you shuffle these two, draw a card. If this monster cannot attack the turn you activate its effect. During the end phase, inflict a 100. Go to the number of dolls monsters on your field. Well, see, I don't think you're gonna be able to bring out that many dolls on the field, so I don't think you can. There's no way to like burn for that much damage. It's like the burn damage is like really weak. Like the first effect is like okay, just being able to draw the card, but other than that, it's like okay. Alicia, the Dreamy Doll. All right, 2 doll parts. Each time you special summon, each time you summon a doll part monster, you gain 500 life points. Okay. This card gains 200 attack for each doll fusion monster you control, including this card. As long as you control another doll fusion monster, this card cannot be targeted by your opponent's effects. So what's best? Yeah, there's like no win con. Like it's like very minuscule. Like I don't know. This doesn't work at all. Like if you're taking all these cards into consideration, like if you're trying to build a doll deck, then it doesn't work. Like your best card is doll factory at mass production, just being able to special summon the doll parts. Like the rest of these don't really do them some like they don't really do anything by themselves. And considering there's no like if they had like a dedicated like fusion spell like branded fusion, then this could like there's like something I don't know. There's like no win con. Like it's like oh you burn like a few hundred damage. You have this big chimera of like if you have like a bunch of doll parts in the grave, then you get a lot of attack points. But other than that, it's like not great. Like there's some good cards in here, like Door to Mirrorland. Like if Alice did something, then it reminds me of Crystal Beasts. So, like this reminds me of Crystal Beast, but Crystal Beast actually has a win con. Like the whole point of the Crystal Beast is like you bring out these guys, like you have all these guys in your grave, field, whatever, all that stuff. You have all these insane like like support for Rainbow Dragon. Like oh, Rainbow Bridge can give you stuff. Rainbow Bridge at the heart is also really good. This field spell was really good at the time of its release. And also like Crystal Beacon and all that stuff. Like they have really strong cards to bring out the Rainbow Dragon. And like Rainbow Dragon can go into Over Dragon and Rainbow Dragon Overdrive. Like if you have a win con, then if these dolls have something you can really do with these, then that's really good. But I don't know the goal of the the creators thing. I mean, they told me it's support for like it's like so they just say oh it's like support, but I don't know like I mean there's like ways to summon the doll parts, but yeah, I do need to drink some water. Thank you. So what I did to for this deck, I tried making an optimal version of this. I tried making the best out of the dolls, but I don't know, nothing was cooking here. Like nothing I just had like these generic links. It's like a glorified like what I've done is like a glorified version of just using links like cyber garbage and like some super poly stuff for say Alice is like on the other side of the field, you use super poly, bring out I mean it is a dark monster, so you can bring out Starving Venom, Garura, but I don't know. This deck is not great. It's like outclassed by like the other like decks that can do this, like Snake Eyes, for example. So what I opted to do instead was make it into a Horus Doll Exodia deck. Like on first glance, is like what the hell am I looking at? Like this is like your typical Exodia deck with like Horus and one doll part and 3 copies of Doll Factory of Master Production. And it's because it's a dark spellcaster. Like the fact that it's a spellcaster gives you so many cards that allow you to draw 2. And the fact that Doll Factory of Mass Production is a soft once per turn, it means that it's a really strong deck. No, it's a really it's a lot more consistent than your average Exodia deck. I mean, it's still not the most consistent thing in the world. I do have a replay. I have some replays of like me doing the combo. I'm just gonna pull it up. So yeah, you bring out Royal Magical Library. The things activate twice. Like 1-1 activates twice, so that's like 2 counters for Royal Magical Library. And every activation of King's Sarcophagus is another counter to Royal Magical Library. I think. I'm pretty sure this is a legal move. yeah, I add the counters. I activate the effect. Draw 1. I forgot to remove the other counter, but let's just say we just keep going. We add another Horus to the grave. So yeah, we have 4 of the Horus cards in the grave. We bring 3 of them out. We bring all of them out, and we go into Coach King. We exceed summon into Coach King. There he is. And then I activate this card 3 times. I detach every card here, and I draw 3. And here's the doll piece. Here's the doll factory mass production. I activate it. That gives me another counter. Activate the effect. And I bring out the doll. I bring out the doll part, which gives that's 2 counters for the Royal Magical Library. And then I activate Spellbook of Knowledge. I tribute off the doll piece for the 2 cards. Yeah, I add the counter, draw 1. Yep, activate Chicken Game, because Chicken Game's legal now. I can do this. Yeah, I activated it twice. Like, once for the activation, and the second for the actual effect to draw the card. Yeah, I got 3 counters because I activate 1 day of peace. Yeah, and this is basically your Exodia stuff, and I just need 1 more to win the game. Yep, and then I use 1/1 to tribute it off. Draw 2. I don't have the pieces yet, so that means I need to summon another doll head. Yeah, I activate Magical Stone Excavation to get the Golden Bamboo Sword, so I could get my last 2, draw 2, and I win the game. I get Exodia. So yeah, it's kind of sad how the best thing I can think of, with these doll parts, it's just take 1 doll head, 1 doll part, like any of the parts. I could put 1 arm or body. It doesn't matter which one I put. Just use 3 copies of doll of mass production and just make Exodia. Yeah, Chicken Game. Alright, same thing here. Royal Magical Library. I mean, if you don't start out with Royal Magical Library, that kind of sucks. It kind of ruins your combo, but I did forget to mention that Amnesty, Gore of Horus, is also a dark spell. He's also a spellcaster, so that means he's also affected by Wonder Wand. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! The game where your life points mean nothing until they reach 0. That's why decks like Dinomorphia exist. Yeah, I equipped the Bamboo Sword to Coach King. Yep, I did it again. I activate Doll Factory Mass Production, use the doll, activate the Wonder Wand to tribute her off. Yeah, in this situation, I didn't really use Magical Library, and I already got the Exodia pieces. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Royal Magical Library only activates... Oh, now when I activate the effect. I need to read the card again. Okay, each time a spell card is activated. I don't know, it's not very specific. Like I activate the card, like I activate the doll factory, but then I activate its effect. I mean, it still works. it kind of worked. I mean, I guess that's cheating. I mean, it still works. Like, it's still... Okay, so that just means you can't really exploit... I kind of cheated, I guess, with the extra draws, but... I think it still applies. I think what I have going on is still pretty interesting enough. I mean, yeah, it does make a difference, definitely, but just being able to activate more spells just to bring out the doll part and then activate one of these cards to, tribute it off and draw two. I think that's a good addition to the Exodia deck enough. I don't know. I never really play Exodia like seriously. So that's how little I know about the whole thing. And it's the best thing I can really honestly make with these Alice cards, unfortunately. Like, I don't want to be mean to the person who sent me these cards. I have a respect for them for actually, like, trying to make something of a deck they like. But I don't know. Most of these cards are not. They're not that good. Okay, I just realized Cursed Dollhouse is not. It's not a custom card. It's Let me show you some cards. Welcome. Welcome to Yeah, welcome to the stream, Justice. And welcome to my Discord. So yeah, this has been working out real well. I've been really happy about the stream. It's like, oh, a lot of people are sending in cards, even though like both joke cards and legit cards. So, I'm gonna do this again next month. I don't know when, but I'm definitely gonna do it at some point. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for your card to be submitted, and I'll be having another archetype by then, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so, because your striker professionals have been the highlight of the stream. I really like how this archetype came out, even though it's not finished. But yeah, this is great. Actually, I'm gonna update this a little bit. I'm gonna add a second Oni village because the demon dice is not that good. But I can make some good plays out of this. I did like a combo earlier on stream. I'm like, okay, this feels nice. It feels nice to use. Like everything like synergizes like really well, and I'm really impressed. So yeah, also like if I don't have any like any more cards to I had a backup plan in case nobody sent me any cards. I could just like look at this. I could be like, oh, I'm kind of curious to see what Adonic custom cards are here. Like I wonder how would they work as support. Like this guy, Ben the Ogdodic Overlord. I could be looking at this guy. I could look at the guy's name. Review all his cards without permission, and then make an archetype. Make like an Ogdodic like a deck around it. See if I can make it pure and stuff. Look in ROTCG. What do you mean? Oh, why you? Okay. I mean, oh, it's like a Tenpai deck. Ah, crap. God. Yeah, I see him. What is this? Your collection? I see you have Tenpais. I never really know. I don't know how Tenpai works. I'm not really up to date with that. But I know they're really strong. I think they're like battle phase based. I don't know. Okay, so I guess that's your extra deck, like Ancient Fairy Dragon and Empires, Erratic Balls, Ruddy Rose. Yeah, there are untargetable battle phase quick synchro dragons. Yeah, I'm gonna look into them sometime. I I don't know. The closest cards I have right now, they're like closest to like TCG meta is like the U-Bell stuff. I have like, though I'm still missing some. I'm still missing the throne. I'm missing the field spell. Well, of course the Beansmith stuff is not out yet, and that stuff is gonna be really expensive. So I'm kind of afraid of spending my money on all that. Even though, especially when I don't even go to locals, I just like collecting the cards and like making decks. Yeah, ask my friend about Trident Dragion. Yeah, U-Bell's insane. Yeah, like Nightmare Throne is expensive as hell. It's like $50 a card. I can't purchase that. Like, I know it's a really good search and all, but I don't know. I'm just happy with all these. I'm happy with just owning Pain, one copy of Loving Defender Forever. Yeah, U-Bell is crazy expensive now. I mean, it wasn't before. Like before Nightmare Throne came out, it was pretty affordable. Like you can just get Eternal Favorites a common. Like all these are commons. Like the Geist Grinder, Grave Squirmer, Star Chronicle. All these are like common to like super rares. Oh, 250 isn't crazy. Well, it's crazy to me. Like a cheapskate like myself. Are you gonna send me the custom card, or I just wrap it up here? Oh, I don't have Ultimate Nightmare though. Ultimate Nightmare is actually still expensive. I think I just got into TGD. It was like $500. I don't know. I just have like U-Bell and the Unchained stuff. I do want to get the Fiendsmith stuff, but I'm so afraid that they're just gonna be so expensive. Like especially the Fiendsmith guy, which is kind of sucks because he really matches the the Demon Hunter vibe. The vibe I'm going for, but he just looks cooler, and I'm kind of jealous. Oh, Phantom U-Bell comes out tomorrow. Oh, like Infinite Forbidden. Um. Oh, it is coming out tomorrow. Jeez. Do they have like the car prices already? Or no, the prices in TCG Player are not going to be accurate. Yeah, no dual terminal. Um, if, actually, $80. Wait, what? I need to see what cards are on here. I'm sorry, I have to run an ad break. Which has been bullying me as of late. Because the price to pay for being an affiliate. I'm just gonna look at the thing and be like, okay, I'm gonna see here. Wait, no, what am I looking at? Infinite Forbidden. Is this even here? No, it's not. There's no price guide yet. So I need to check to see how much, like, what cards can I expect from here? Infinite Forbidden card list. Because I might buy this. I might buy this and open it on stream. Ooh, White Woods. Yeah, White Woods is here. Oh wait, I need to see the rarities. Oh, okay, so ultra rares. Wait, what? Wait, no, this is OCG. I meant TCG list. Like, what are the... Like, this stuff is coming out tomorrow. How do we not know already? So the Exodia stuff... So the Exodia stuff is... I'm very confused. Oh my god, we don't even have a list. The cards are coming out tomorrow, and we don't even know. We just know what it is based on the OCG. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the OCG one and be like, okay, this is Wait, what was the page I was at before? Okay, there we are. Okay, so White Woods, Astro World, Illuminati, I don't know. Okay, so that's a rare, so probably a no like common card, I think. Be back sight. Ah. Yeah, that's just a normal. Yeah, beware the White Woods. Satyr Ion. Okay, Satyr Ion's gonna be on here. Diabell, Fiendus of the White Woods. Okay, that's not the Diabell I was expecting, but okay. The Dog Magician. Shining Sarcophagus. Oh, this is part of the Exodia stuff. Okay. Okay, this is a blaster. The turret. A matchless turret. It's like a pendulum card. Kind of generic. Oh, yeah, that's a common, of course. That's it. I need to look at the... Okay, what are the rarest ones here? Okay, so we're... Drytron. Drytron's getting... That's where the Drytron support's gonna be. Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. I remember this card. Ah, the Fiendsmith. Most likely a secret rare, and that scares me because it'd be expensive as hell. And the odds of me getting them are gonna be very slim, so that really sucks because I really want to use Fiendsmith. Oh, the Modochi stuff is here. Yeah, the cards are gonna make them crazy. Same thing with gimmick puppets. Oh my god. Yeah, we're getting a lot of broken support for Modochis and gimmick puppets. Oh, so White Woods. I'm not sure if they're gonna be like meta defining, but much in the same way Fiendsmith is. Fiendsmith just gotta go insane as an engine. And also the Exodia stuff. Oh, Ragnarika. I've been collecting those. Like, I haven't been... Okay, so that's probably gonna be a common. My boy! My boy! Our savior! He's here! We're gonna get him tomorrow. I'm not sure if he's gonna ever be used in the game, but anything to get rid of Max C, please. If the OCG bans Max C in the next ban list in favor of this guy, I am so in favor of that. it needs to happen. So it's kind of weird how none of the other multi chummies have been like announced yet. Like like the effect of multi chummy per Leah implies that there's gonna be other multi chummy monsters, but we haven't seen any yet. Okay, what else? What else is interesting on here? Eh. Dark Magic Mirror Force. Okay. Yeah, we got a new battle track. New battle trap. But is it any better than the freaking boy kisser card that I was sent earlier? There's like a battle trap that, if you flip a coin, it's a lose-lose because actually no, it's not lose-lose. Like if yeah. Actually no, what am I saying? The boy kisser trap sucks. No, the card you no, the card I was really thinking of is the Sacred Treasure one that I was also sent. Because I was sent 2 battle traps during my custom card review stuff. Yeah. Okay, so when an opponent declares an attack, when an opponent's monster is activated, that would destroy a monster on the field. Oh, it's like 2 different stuff. All right, and a monster that mentions Shining Sarcophagus is on the field. Oh, it's a Shining Sarcophagus card. That explains a lot. So yeah, the Shining Sarcophagus is like it's pretty much its own archetype. It has like the Exodia stuff, the Mirror Force, the Dark Magician. In the next set, there's gonna be the Blue Eyes. I don't know. I think this deck is interesting. I'm kind of tired of the old DM the Dark Magician, the Blue Eyes. I'm done with that. Like I'm done with that. But at least with this like Shining Sarcophagus stuff, like I think this is really interesting. And also, yeah, the Fiendsmith here. Yeah, the gimmick puppet stuff. Okay, I think that's it for custom card reviews. I don't know what else is there to say. I everybody sent their submissions. Maybe I don't know. I'm waiting for this Justice guy to come in and give me a custom card. I don't have time. I don't have much time. I have like 20 minutes. I'll wait like 5 minutes. And if I don't get the card, there's always next month. I'm gonna do it again next month because I don't know. I think this stream popped off for me a little bit. It had higher views than higher views than in general. So yeah, I'm gonna do it again next month. Maybe I'll make this into like a YouTube series where I'm just going over archetypes and cards, seeing how I can like make them into a deck, or maybe like theorize like the interpretations of a joke card and maybe apply it into reality. Even though sometimes I just can't do it, sometimes it's like impossible, but sometimes it works. Sometimes I can translate it. I can be like I can rewrite the card into a way that makes sense, and I'll edit into the video. Maybe I'll do that. And yeah, it's been really fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I found something that works. And yeah, I'll totally do this next month. I'm looking forward to that. All right, you got 4 minutes, buddy. In the meantime, I'm gonna look at some random custom cards here. Like, what's here? World Legacy Ejection. I wonder who made this. When your opponent activates a card on the field while you have a Mech Knight monster, negate the activation. If you do, banish that card. Banish that card face down. You can activate this card from your hand if you control a Mech Knight Supreme, Spectrum Supreme, and or the card opponent's card was activated on the same column as a Mech Knight monster. You can only activate this once per turn. I think this is a well-balanced card for Mech Knights. Like, this is a really good support. Because, you know, it really fits their gimmick of being on the same column and stuff. Say if there's a Mech Knight monster on the field, the opponent activates their trap, say Floodgate, Trap Hole. Oh, hey, Mr. Cat, welcome. I was just wrapping up the stream. I covered a lot of custom cards today. If you're looking to submit a card, then I only have a few minutes before I have to go. If it's one card, I'll look at it. Otherwise, there's next month. Oh, fishing season. Yeah. I showed it. I talked about it. I said that this card reminds me of Nibiru. I don't know where you got the 3 from with the attribute. I mean, it says it was made on created. It was created at cardmarket.com. I said this is like a glorified Arcana Force card. Like it's like no different from like the world. Arcana Force the world, where like if this card is summoned, toss a coin. If heads, yes, thing happens. Tails, other thing happens. I don't know. You guys kept sending like coin flip cards, and I don't know. Coin flip cards are not that good. Like you gotta like build like an archetype around it. Like there's like ways to like deal with like coin tosses. Like for example, where is it? There. Second coin toss. You can. It's a good support for that. Like giving another chance. I guess. Let me see. No, not light barrier. Yeah, just second coin toss is all you have with your gamble decks. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, a lot of you guys didn't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. What the stars do? It just means you can like say there's like 2 monsters on the field. I'll show you. I'll show you what they mean. I don't know. Say, all right. Let's say, okay. This one's not a good example because, yeah. Say, okay. Say if I have a card here and I have a normal summon, like I can normal summon this turn. This is not my normal summon. This is what I had last turn. What I could do is tribute summon. I could just put this in the grave, normal summon him. Because he has 5 or 6 stars means 1 tribute summon. 2 and 7 and beyond is 2 2. It costs 2 monsters to get rid on the field to bring out. And in some situations that's not it's not that strong. So I interpreted this as the effect. I interpreted it as if heads card that is not cards that are not amphibious or aquatic dies. I interpret it as any monster that is not an aqua, if it's not an aqua monster, like say Aqua Spirit, for example, she's an aqua monster, aquatic, it doesn't get sent to the graveyard. And if it's and for frogs, amphibious, that just means any monster that's a frog or a toad, like frog or toad monster. Yes, fish, sea serpent, or aqua. I don't know about sea serpent because sea serpents are not. Actually, yeah, you can interpret it as just water types. Like, if it heads card that is not any card that isn't every all cards except for water attribute monsters get sent to the graveyard. If tails, the defender needs to hold their breath for a minute, or else their life points get reduced to 0. Okay, I think the tails effect is way more powerful than the first effect. I don't know about you, but like holding your breath for if holding your breath for a minute is kind of something else. And I think this could be applied to Yu-Gi-Oh! I think this can work because there's this card called all right, handshake. There's a handshake card. I think this is more akin to Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship. Offer your opponent a handshake. If they accept your handshake, each player has life points, etc., etc., etc. Like there are some things like there's like physical interactions, but those kinds of cards are so rare that you just never really see them. So with fishing season, I don't know how fishing season can apply to something like Master Duel or like a digital format. Like I don't know how would the opponent would know that. I don't know how the user would know that their opponent is holding their breath out like on the other side of the screen. Like I know I could see how this would be applied to like the physical TCG. Like you could just take this to like a local and make them suffocate. Um like it can happen, but with the nowadays you gotta put the digital card game, like the digital side, into consideration, and I don't think the tails effect can work. And and if I like this, the effect is kind of easy to translate, so I can. It's possible for me to like make this into. I could just screen capture the picture of the fishing season thing. Go into where is it? Custom cards, and I could just build the card here and actually like properly translate it and make a whole make a whole deck around it. Like what is the best way to bring out fishing season? Alt art Nibiru. Yeah, that is true. But it's not as good as Nibiru. Nibiru is just a better card than this, but it is fishing season is a funny card. I gotta say, and it's kind of better than like the other joke cards that got sent, like this mango card, for example. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know, like I don't know what like I don't know what any of these things even apply. It's just a brick in the deck. Yeah, eat the mangoes. Like how I can't see how this would apply to anything. But then again, but honestly, I think a more accurate. Hold on. I think a more accurate version for like a mango card, instead of turning your instead of turning your cards into mangoes, I think they should be turned into bananas. The big banana. Well, that's just the mango fan of me talking. Um, so yeah, maybe like off stream, maybe I'll like do more talking, be like, okay, this is how uh I don't know why I pulled this up. Like say this card that I don't know, I could just translate all these, be like, okay, this is what the card actually does. Um it destroys every card on the field. Yeah, Wither sent me a lot. He sent me a lot of cursed cards. Damaging every card in play. Well, he's treating Yu-Gi-Oh like it's Pokemon, like card health, and that's not how it works. I told him like, how's the Gojo one? Not too bad. Like Sacred Treasure. I mean the first card sucks. The Gojo the Freaky. This one's not that good. It makes no sense. Just some guy named Jerome just comes out of nowhere and throws an old fashioned television at your opponent. That cannot be applied to actual card in the actual deck. Sacred Treasure can work actually. It's kind of like a weird battle trap. But you gotta watch out because it can miss the timing. So yeah, if a monster attacks, you can flip it up. But it can miss timing, so I don't know how it would work in during a battle, but I guess most of the time you can use this card. Yeah, if the attacking card. Yeah, I said this like earlier. I said this earlier in the stream. Yeah, if this attack has more, I guess more attack than the life points of I don't know, the defending monster or the opponent. I don't know. Flip a coin, destroy the card. I don't know which card. I don't know if it's the attacking card or the defending card. If heads, summon this glorified Blue Eyes White Dragon. Divine General Maharaga. This guy. Yeah, I gotta go. Yep. Yeah, this was a fun stream. Yeah, I'm gonna do this next. I'm gonna do this again next month. Like this was like a really good idea of mine, and I was able to like I had a good twist of like building decks based on the cards that were sent to me. Like I took Ultra Kirby's professional striker deck. Like he sent me all these cards here. Okay, we got one more. Okay, we got one more here. We got a last minute custom card by Ultra Kirby. He has a really good track record of really good cards, like really well designed, well balanced cards, like the like Striker Professionals and the Trishula he sent. And now he sent me one more to cap off the stream, end this on a high note. Oh no. Eat! It's a spell card. Destroy this card. How can I apply this to the deck without being looking like a fool? I mean, I'm pretty sure there's cards out there that benefit from having their cards destroyed. Like, if a card on the field gets destroyed, activate the effect. There's no archetype in my head that like really says that. Like, if a card on the field is destroyed, special summon this monster or whatever. Like, is there any, like, an example of that? That just any card on the field gets destroyed? I'm trying to think, like, what archetype can work. Because because a lot of the cards are just like, if this card is destroyed, or if this blank card is destroyed, activate the effect. Nothing ever says anything about if a card on your field is destroyed. Because if there is, then yeah, this card is actually pretty good and not
What is this? The Sponge of Misery! Could it be? To end this match! The Sponge of Misery!
The finisher!
Here we go! Oh my
god! Devastating, oh no! Anyway. Yeah. If oh no could be if yeet can be applied to any card in the game, if there's a card out there that says, if this card is destroyed, do these insane effect, then yes, it'll be as effective as the Sponge of Misery. Alright, I gotta wrap up stream. My brain has gone through a lot today. Good and bad.